Hey, Dr. Karen Can here. Welcome to another edition of the Spiritual Medicine Digest. And for this week, the big news is about light being starseeds. Now, what are they? Well, light beings are beings in the universe, multiverse, infiniverse, who are primarily light. They don't have a physical form or physical body. And there are different species of light beings. And, they're kind of all about love and light, and they are in this community, this oneness. It's so beautiful. And some of them have volunteered to become human in a human body to help, humanity raise its light and vibration. And that's all fine and good on paper. But here's the thing, when light being starseeds become incarnated, of course they forget who they really are, and their high light, every time we have an ascension upgrade, it kind of pulls them up. And however, we have a human body, so we actually need to also ground to the earth where we've chosen to be, at least the starseeds here on earth. So I was in consultation with Richard Flook, who's another healer, and we had a great time really having this very vivid discussion about this collective, because I was telling him about my symptoms of swelling. So last week I had lots of swelling, and that comes sometimes with really big ascension upgrades. Hadn't been like that for a while, but boy, it was really evident. And I was telling him about that, and he shared that the memory of traumas, whether it be my own or in the collective, interestingly, can be memorized in the fluid in our bodies. So it doesn't have to be this lifetime that you've had this trauma. And in the light being's case, it could be somebody else in the collective. So imagine you've got 1 million souls who have decided to incarnate as humans from a particular collective of light beings. If any of those humans have a trauma that is unresolved, that could be memorized in the fluid in their bodies, and therefore the rest of the collective might be able to feel, sense, or have symptoms related to that. Yeah, pretty wild. So Richard and I did our intuitive, healing thing, and what we did was we reconnected from the light being, the original star, wherever they came from. We did this for all light beings in the entire infiniverse. So whether you're from the 12th dimension, the 17th dimension, or whatever it is, we actually connected that to an energy line coming from Earth, centering over the heart. And it took a little bit of doing because that was such a high vibration. It wasn't like mixing well here, but we finally got that. And I went ahead afterwards and just checked in to see, are there any other types of conflicts, shocks, traumas that are unresolved for any other collective besides my own? Went ahead and healed that for everyone. And here's the thing, if you're part of a collective like light beings, it is so easy to feel your other light beings and what's going on. So if they're having a human life, which is difficult, sometimes you can feel that, and sometimes you can have a symptom related to that. So hopefully what we've done is be able to heal on the collective level, on a big level, some of these traumas, some of these energies. And then this week, I even downloaded positive morphic fields to those starseeds that don't have them for whatever lifetime they're living, that are for the highest and greatest good. So this is a very interesting and fascinating study that we've been doing and healing. So if you are one of these light being starseeds, very, very high vibration, but having difficulty incarnating into a human body, I'm hoping that you'll let us know how things are going with you, whether you have swelling or sudden pain or whatever that you attribute to being that sensitive as a light being starseed. So that's a really exciting and wonderful news. I know for me personally, although, I haven't, suddenly lost 5 inches off my waist yet, but I did notice when I was figure skating that I had less swelling type dampness in my knees and my figure skates felt better. Like I didn't feel like my, quote unquote bunion was pushing against it. So there must have been decreased swelling there. So that's kind of exciting. And I overall feel stronger athletically, which is really, really exciting too. So just stay tuned for future Spiritual Medicine Digest as we explore, what's going on in the Starseed world. So yeah, some of you may have, noticed massive ascension symptoms in the last week. Remember, we've had a lot of astrological things going on, multiple planets in retrograde and all that kind of stuff. And even though I may be impervious to the so-called negative or inconvenient effects of retrogrades, not everybody else is, not all companies are. So companies have had problems and with internet and, all these kinds of stuff. And, we don't always have control over that, and it is what it is. It is what it is. So what we do is navigate that with stillness. Yeah, we navigate that with stillness. So getting into the stillness is, and I call it stillness on the fly now, because being able to get into that being state while doing is amazingly effective at manifesting more of what you don't want manifesting more of what you do want versus what you don't want. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, so it's well worth your while to get into a habit where you can attend to your being state, being fully present while awake, while talking, while your eyes are open, while you're having a conversation. It's a pretty neat skill. So I'm calling that stillness on the fly. So if you happen to miss my Sensitivity to Superpower Masterclass on Friday, April, where am I? It is July. Okay, so Friday, July 26th, there's another encore presentation live again on Saturday, August 3rd. So check out sensitivitysuperpowers.com and you can register for that live event, which is going to be on a Saturday. And there's a replay. As long as you register, there's going to be a replay for you, where I'm going to show you how you can start turning your sensitivity and those symptoms into a superpower. We're going to go over like the top 3 mistakes that sensitive souls make that are preventing them from really enjoying their lives and fulfilling their purpose. We're also going to talk about the top 3 secrets, that the skill sets that you'll want to have so you can really turn these amazing gifts, yes, they're gifts, into your superpower, and then some practical ways of how would you use that in your everyday life. That's really cool stuff, and I've not taught this before, so definitely if you are a sensitive soul, you'll definitely want to participate live in this online event. It's a masterclass, Sensitivity to Superpower. Just go to sensitivitysuperpowers.com to register and get the replay in case you can't make it live, but I'd love to see you live on the masterclass. That'd be super, super fun. So announcement, on Monday's show, we have a pre-record podcast with Katie. Wait a second. I'm really not doing well this week, eh? Probably because I'm hungry. We did Katie last week. So we have it with Sarah Spann. Yes. Gosh, can you tell I've been really busy this week? So Sarah Spann's my friend, and she is an amazing holistic nutritionist, and she's going to talk about the gut. Yeah, the gut. And you know what? A lot of people don't know this, but the gut, if it's unhealthy and that microbiome is unhealthy in there, that you could manifest arthritis, you could manifest autoimmune disease, you could manifest like depression and anxiety. So Sarah's going to talk about her journey and what happened to her, and then as a holistic nutritionist, how she helps people shift that by healing the gut. And so if you have any sort of gut symptoms at all, definitely tune into the show. It's going to be aired Monday at 12 noon Eastern. And I better stop this video, because before I say something else that isn't fully here. All right, guys, lots of love. Until next time, bye for now.